What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Blatant Red TV. It's your boy Max, and I'm just here to bring you the match preview for tomorrow's game against Aston Villa, which kicks off at 8 p.m. at Anfield. Surprising one though, 8 p.m. on a Saturday. It's crazy, man, but it is what it is. It's the last game before the international break. So you know what I always say, we need a win because I, for one, definitely don't want to be stewing for 2 weeks on a loss. So Liverpool, please do me a favour, do all us Liverpool fans a favour and get the win, remain top of the table, and yeah, let's keep going. Let's start with the injuries first of all. Injuries, as you know, Alisson, Harvey and Chiesa, they are out till after the international break at some point. Jota is 1 or 2 weeks after the international breaks away from coming back. So out of the four, it looks like Jota's probably going to be the one to come back earlier. The other three still need a bit more time. But hopefully we get them back soon, because after the international breaks, that's when I always say that the season starts, because there's no internationals until March. So it's just football, football, and more football. Starting with his press conference, the first question he was asked was, is he surprised to his start in the season? He doesn't think it's a surprise because he already knew the quality the team had. Quality is one thing, but to be consistent is another. I'm not surprised because the moment I started working with them, I saw the energy they put in on a daily basis. And if you do the work right, you can be consistent. Most of the results were deserved. Some were close calls, but most were deserved. As all Liverpool fans, me, myself included, pundits alike, everyone is surprised about the start that Liverpool have had, because no one expected Liverpool to be top of the table after 10 games and top of the Champions League after 4 games. Remember, no one didn't even have Liverpool written down to even be challenging for the title. It was straight Man City and Arsenal. That's all you was hearing from everyone else, Man City and Arsenal. So I'm going to say it's a surprise, but obviously Slot's probably going to obviously look at it a bit more different and, like I said, be a bit more humble in the situation. Next question he was asked was managing expectations and the challenge after the international break, because I think we have some tough games after the international break. From what I remember, I think it's Southampton, and then it's Real Madrid at home, and I think Newcastle's in there somewhere, and then Man City's in there somewhere. So yeah, we got some more big games. Let me get into his answer. His answer was, I'm not trying to manage expectations in the squad because we don't talk about expectations. The only expectations I have is that they put the same effort in on a daily basis, which they have been doing for the last 4 to 5 months, and they work every day on the habit that we want to see on the pitch. So expectations, of course these players basically like have expectations that they want to meet in it. I'm not too sure if like every day they're probably like talking about it like how we talk about it as fans, like, the whole is Liverpool gonna win the title or whatever. I'm sure that obviously when they're around family members and, you know, their main people, that of course they probably like get asked the question by their relatives or whoever, do you think you're gonna win the league? And then amongst their family members, they might obviously, you know, heighten those expectations or whatever, but yeah, we're just not gonna know that, to be honest. And the only man that will know that is Slot, but he's not gonna come out and really be 100% honest and say that these players are like, every day like talking up that they're gonna win the title and all of that. Nah, I don't think so. So as he said, look, as long as they come in and work every day and, show what they've been working on in the pitch, that's what he's really looking at. And right now on the pitch, these man are putting up crazy numbers, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, so whatever these guys are training on is showing on the pitch, because like I said, we're top of the table right now. He was asked a question about Curtis Jones and players who have improved under him, like Diaz and a few others. He said, with Curtis, maybe it's because he became a father, which I had nothing to do with, LOL. He was already putting in good performances, and in pre-season, I thought, wow. Then his performances dipped, but I think it's to do with how the team is playing, or the team was playing. And if the team is playing well, then it can help individual performances. So that's true, obviously. Like, I would say that he has definitely, you've seen an improvement in Jones. Like he said in the beginning, he was playing well and then he kind of dipped when he dropped out of the team. And then ever since, yeah, congratulations, he became a dad recently. His performances have been going through the roof. Or he recently had a daughter. So maybe that's obviously giving him an extra little motivation, like to say, I'm not only doing this for me now, I'm doing it for his little girl, like. So long may it continue. I look back on it and I'm saying, like, raw, I saw some of the actual play that I didn't or forgot. I didn't say I wouldn't say I forgot, but you know when you do match reactions, you're watching the game, so you don't always remember everything in it. And then when you go back and you look at it the next day, then you see things that you didn't see before in the match. So yeah. And going in with that, I'm gonna bring you guys another like type of like show, which I'm gonna do on Mondays, called the next day wrap up, where I basically, just talk about things like what I just said, things that I might have missed in the matches, and just, slots press conference, match reaction press conferences, sorry, where I can obviously jot down more information from that, and then, bring you, we can engage in some extra like content, you know what I mean? Last question he was answered was on Aston Villa and other managers changing their tactics, because this one was interesting to me. I didn't even know that. I knew that some managers were coming to Anfield this season and changing up tactics or whatever, but his response was obviously a bit surprising. He said it's not that difficult. Unai has played in a similar style at Aston Villa for years now, but sometimes it can change due to a player. But his style of play has been the same always. With Xavi Alonso's style, we studied the same for a while, but never once did he play with Boniface as a winger and without a number 9 until he played us. But maybe it's a compliment to us that they feel they have to change. See, that I did not know that Boniface was playing out wide. I didn't know that. I was like, sometimes he was coming in from the left, but I just thought, that was just him going out wide like most strikers might do in it. You know what I mean? They just might play central, but then sometimes they go out wide, or the players will interchange with each other. So I didn't know that Xavi Alonso came to Anfield in the Champions League and played without a number 9. So that's crazy. But that just again shows them not paying homage and respecting Liverpool's team this season. Yeah, man. But it was surprising that Xavi came and changed his style like that. Yeah, man, that was a bit of a shock. But let's get into Liverpool's last 5 games against Aston Villa. So I'm gonna start with the most recent, which was May last year. We had a 3-3 draw that was away from home at Villa Park. Then we had a 3-0 win at Anfield, a 1-1 draw at Anfield, a 3-1 win away at Villa Park, and then a 2-1 win away at Villa Park. So our record ain't that bad against Aston Villa. It's more wins than draws, to be honest. So all we can do is go out there and just try and keep this winning momentum up against them. Injury news from Aston Villa. Talisman has an ongoing knee issue, but he's expected to play, but he has dropped out of the internationals due to this knee injury. Ross Barkley and Matty Cash are injured, so those are only 2 players that are out. Liverpool's form over the last 6 games has been 5 wins and a draw. Villa's form over the last 6 games has been 2 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss. So their form is majorly up and down, to be honest. And that L, this obviously they got inflicted in their last. Sorry, the L that they got inflicted in their last game against Tottenham. Hopefully, we can inflict another L. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Let's get into Liverpool's lineup. Liverpool's lineup is definitely going to be Kelleher in goal, Trent at right back, Konate and Virgil the partnership. I've left the left back situation open because I don't know who he's going to play there, to be honest. He was asked a question again in the press conference about, who is he going to make like Liverpool's first choice left back. But he said, due to the form of both of them, it's just hard to basically pick either one as a starting left back. So he's happy to continue rotating them. So who do I think is going to come into this game at left back? He started Simicast in the Champions League, so I think he might start Robbo in this one. Another interesting news that I want to bring you guys is that McAllister, that is, he's 1 yellow card away from a ban. So that made me think about the pivot now. Is he going to play Maka and risk losing him? But then, you know what? Maybe it's not a problem, because it is an international break, but it's just when we come back, he's only going to get a 1-game ban if he gets a card in this game. So he missed the Southampton game. we don't want to see him miss games, but I feel it's a game that he can miss probably. So I would like to see Jones and Grav as the pivot, but I just have a feeling he's gonna play Mac. In the 10, Sobo. On the right, Salah. The left wing now was another position that I left blank because Gakpo and Diaz are both playing well. Diaz is coming off the back of a hat trick in the Champions League. So I think based on that, I think Diaz should get the nod in it. So Diaz on the left, up front, Nunes. My prediction for the game, we're at Anfield. We just brushed by Leverkusen 4-0. Do I think we will do the same to Aston Villa? I don't think it'll be a 4-0, but I'm going to say 3-0 Liverpool. Yep, 3-0 Liverpool. That is my result. So yeah, people, that's my match preview. Sorry it's a bit of a long one, but I like to get all the information gathered before I come on screen and bring you guys this content. Catch me tomorrow for the match reaction after the game. But until then, people, enjoy your Fridays, and I'll see you again soon. Peace.